successful because the secular movements, and to be more specific, the Communist Party cannot give and cannot offer the services that Hezbollah is giving nowadays with this full big amount of money, because sometimes to do a social service you need support, and here we are talking about support that may arise millions of dollars. Once your ransom, if your home is destroyed, okay, you can come and take $10,000 or $12,000 in cash. You do not go with any bureaucratic procedures. So all of this is part of what Hezbollah is doing. So he gained the support of his sect and other sects, because Hezbollah is very smart. He is working on sectarian basis, but he's trying to spread to other sects. So that's why he did a coalition with other Maronite leader, which is Michel Aoun. So here the equation became more complex. This is part of the small political reading of what's happening. I mean, as I told you, the government is sectarian. This minimized or limited the communist movement in the country, but that doesn't mean we are stuck. We are still working, and the last thing we did, we called Hezbollah and we called all the forces in Lebanon to work with us on our program. Here, our program means the communist program on the governmental level. That means to do a radical change in Lebanon. Here, radical means to build a real democratic Lebanon out of all the sectarian structure, which will cause, with the support, inner support and external support, a civil war every period of time. Because reading the Lebanese history, we have so many civil wars in Lebanon. So how to solve this, how to find a solution for this? The Communist Party did a full program to build a real democratic Lebanon, which is out of this sectarian division. And mainly the main headlines of it to do the elections and to put a real democratic election laws, because the laws to elect in Lebanon or to vote, it depends on the sectarian basis too. And we are working with all the parties in Lebanon on implementing this program.
Okay. Before I finish, would you like to say anything to us actually?
To you first, I would like to thank you, and thank you for supporting Lebanon in general, not for supporting one sect or another sect, because we, all of us, are communists, and we know that we have to fight and to support all the depressed people, whomever they are.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Okay, we would like to ask you a question. Şöyle yapayım o zaman.
First one, is there any possibilities to have a civil war between Sunni, Shia in Lebanon?
Yes.
To answer this question, to say yes or no, here it will be a matter of simplifying the issue. Obviously, yes, it's possible, but again, it is impossible. Why? Because to read it as Sunni and Shia, okay, the government is sectarian, the social structure is sectarian, and now all sects working on creating a kind of to hate each other. That means every sect will hate the another sect, because everyone wants a bigger share, and playing on the political level in this way, or on the governmental level in specific. But in fact, it's a matter of interests, because it's nothing named Sunni Shia. For example, I can give you two obvious examples. For example, we as a Communist Party, we have martyrs from all sects. It doesn't matter to where they belong, because we are secular. This is one part. And you can add to us the other secular parties. the another part, as I told you, now there is a kind of coalition between the Shiite Hezbollah and the ON, which is Maronite. So here we have Shia and part of the Maronites. From the another part we can read Hariri, who is representing the Sunni, and Ja'ja, who is representing the Maronites. So here again we have another kind of coalition between Sunni and part of the Maronites. And we can hear some voices from the Sunni street against Saad al-Hariri, who is Sunni. So here, even within every sect, we can find that this sect is not purely belong to one party or another. Okay, they may create a war or spark, give a spark, whatever the spark could be, between two persons fighting in the street because of a beautiful girl, one is Sunni and one is Shia, and it may get bigger to give the face of Sunni Shia fight, but in fact it will not be like this.
But for the near future, do you think that it is possible for the near future, the civil war is possible if you consider this time and if you consider the other imperialist supports? Some of them is behind the Sunni, the other way is behind the Shi'i. So I'm asking for the near future because let me tell you, the next question is going to be which side you are going to be, and what's going to be your standing, the view, and what are you going to do?
If the civil war is possible in the near future, according to my point of view or our perspective, yes, it is possible because Resolution 1701 is not fair, and here you created a big crack within the Lebanese street and the government. If you follow up the Lebanese politics, you will find that some people supporting this resolution, others are not. That means your street, the people are ready. And with all of this, ready for the civil war.
Civil war.
That means, okay, you are a fertile soil, if you can name it. As I told you, because maybe a fight between two persons belonging to two different sects, they may fight for whatever silly reason could be, it could getting wilder. And what makes it possible, that means if we follow up the politicians, we always hear them saying, we are doing our best, and be sure there will be no civil war in Lebanon. Once I am, as a politician, I'm assuring that there will be no civil war in my country, that means I feel that there is something is well prepared to start a civil war. Right? This is how I read the politician speeches. So that's why I think it is possible in any minute if the backstage power, here I mean the imperialist powers, are ready to implement their interest because their project, the New Middle East, failed. They were not ready to implement it. So they may start to try again to implement it through a civil war, creating a civil war to disarm the resistance here. Purely resistance doesn't mean only Hezbollah. To disarm the whole resistance and start implementing the new Middle East.
So the second question is if this civil war happens.
If this war happens, we as a Communist Party, if this war happens, we are trying to read it. Is it interests war, taking so many faces or masks? Sorry, here I mean masks to hide before it. Sure, we will read it and we will try to read reality as it is, and we will fight the imperialism wherever it exists or whomever it may support, in the country or abroad. So let's read first the civil war, if it happened, which mask it may take, and what are the reasons to see what may happen.